How you doing, YouTube? It's been a while since I posted a video, but I got a nice reply from a guy named Brian Fontaine about one of the videos I put up. He found it very helpful, so I decided to make another one. In this video, I'm gonna cover three things. I'm gonna cover the importance of vine structures in your tank that you can see that I have here. I'm gonna also show you how to set up a little habitat or little hiding places for little small fish or baby fish once you have them, and I'm also show you how to make sure or give them a better chance of getting fed while in the tank. A lot of my friends who have a couple of these fish say that when they have babies, it's hard for them to get fed because, you know, when they come to the top, either other fish may look at them funny or try to attack them, or the fish are scared to come out. Hopefully mine will come out. I have 4 cichlid babies that are in the tank. When they were really small and I found them, I found some in my other tank, you know, just walking by one day, and then I just saw them hiding, so I took them out, put them into my community fish tank for a little while they were small, which they still are small, but once they started getting aggressive and snapping at the fins of my other fish, that's when I finally took them out and I put them in here. As you can see, my tank is still doing very well, and I'm proud of it. For the first, here's a little area that I had for them to go inside the skull, and the plants, you can see one right there at the bottom hiding. I have 4, believe it or not. They normally hide in this area or in the vines. In these vines that you see right here, these vines have little small holes in them in the bottom so the fish can go in. One of my fish stays in there with that one, just sits in there most of the time. But these vines, I'm going to cover that one in a minute, the importance of vine structures. Once I put these vines in my fish tank, my fish became, believe it or not, more active. They loved it. This side over here at nighttime, I have 2 algae eaters, and they completely love this side of the tank. They get up on here under this vine, whether they you know, stick to the inside of it or on the little ocean floor, as I call it. They'll sit there. I have 2 of them. Hopefully I try to catch them so you can see them. I guess they other places, but they love the vine structures that I have. My fish love it. They all sit up under it. This big one here in the back, he as you can see, he's dug out a hole. That's his little house when he wants it to be. You can see one on the inside up the top right here, and then if you come to this side, there's normally somebody. So this one's right here on the vine as well. There's a hole on that side too that they can go in. So vine structures, I found to be, I guess, reminding them of home. I try to have my tank looking as natural as possible for the fish. I like for my fish to be comfortable, you know, at least while I can control it. And as you can see, is one. There's another one right here, maybe the same one. But this is normally where they hide. I also have one that hides down here sometimes, and I'm gonna feed them, and hopefully they'll come out. But one way to incorporate them is when you're putting in little fish, change your whole tank around. You change your tank around so that nobody have any established spots or hiding places of their own. I take a plastic bag that I got from the pet store, you know, those little fish bags, and I put my new fish in those fish bags, and I put them up in the open, up top. Just let them float around for like 30 minutes so all the fish can come up, see what they are, see what type of fish they are, see that they're not a threat, and they get a good look at them for 30 minutes before I let them out. Now, before I let them out, I put food in the water, and then I let them out. It takes the attention off of them, and they're able to find little hiding spots while the other fish are eating. I mean, it's worked for me for numerous fish that I've kept as babies. A lot of these that you see now, well, a couple of them came in as babies into an established tank, and I found that to work very well. Now, I did have some fish that I bought. They were fancy fish. You can see some of my prior videos. One is it was a cichlid. I forgot the name of it, but it was black striped, nice looking fish. Also had a blue fish who I loved, nice bright blue and black fish, and they did not like it. They decided they did not like them very much, and they completely bit off the back half of one fish that I had, which I put in the prior video. And the other fish, the blue fish, eventually they attacked him and killed him before I could get him out. So they made the decision on that. So it's not 100% proof, but I do have a high rate of incorporating small fish or new fish into a tank. The next thing I want to cover is food. I'm gonna take everything to the food that I have. Now, you're saying, why do you have some food crunch? So as you can see, these cichlid pellets right here, these are important when you have little baby fish. They're floating and sinking pellets, which are very important, and you don't put these in first. As you can see here, I have regular food that I've crunched up with a spoon so that this can hopefully sink to the bottom quick enough for the small ones to get it too. So you can have adult food, but crunch it up a little bit so that it will sink to the bottom for the other fish, or just buy this top fin cichlid pellets, and they're floating and sinking pellets for small cichlids, and this works wonders for me because they eat this a lot. So those are two types of food you may want to get. And if you don't want to spend money on the sinking pellets, just make them sinkable by, if that's a word, by crunching them up. And that's a good way to do it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. They normally know when it's feeding time. I'm gonna first put in the big pellets. Okay. And hopefully those will sink. Then I put in my sinking pellets. These are almost going, that's why I'm dumping it like this. Now that's what I'm trying to create. You see that? All of these are sinking. See, there's one coming up from the bottom, little hiding spot, right on cue. Here's another one coming out. There's the smallest one right there. Look, gold, a yellow cichlid. That's 3 of them, is 4. But you can see them come out. They have a better chance of eating. Food gets down to them. And they can normally eat until they get big enough to come out and not be scared when it's feeding time. You can see the food sinking everywhere, which is the way I like it. So that's my little, and I learn a lot, you know, every day. But some people can maybe show you a better way. But as you can see, this is how I make sure, or try to make sure, that when I have baby cichlids or small cichlids in the tank that are hiding, that they can get properly fed, so that, you know, they don't, there's another one. So you've seen all 4 now. So they don't starve to death, and I don't want them, I want everything to be as comfortable as I can get it. So they do come out of hiding. As you can see, the bigger fish are, looking at the food themselves. Their attention is taken away. So that's my little 2 cents. And again, a guy named Brian Fontaine, I'm gonna definitely write you back. But thank you for your interest. Thank you for replying and commenting on my video. And there you go. See the fish out and about. Hopefully you all like my tank setup. See the vines that I have in there. And if you look at my prior videos, I had another structure in there, but I took that out. And here it is. I don't see him much. He hides right. Normally this one hides here with the adult up here in the hole. So in the vine hole. So that's it. Hopefully you all have a blessed day. Thank you for giving it time. Feel free to leave comments. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know. If you think I'm doing something right and it really helped you, let me know too. There's a big one. He sits there most of the time. He took that over as soon as I put it in. So thank you very much. I don't know if you can hear Julius in the background. That's my favorite group. Not that you care, but I told you anyway. I mean, it's my video. But here you go. Look, get a better. Oh, he ran. So you can just get good looks. See, here's a little area I created for them. This is what they stay around and they feel comfortable here. That's 3 of them here. There's a 4th one there. They've been in there for about 3 weeks. They're surviving well. This is the smallest one. They'll grow to get big, and I keep them in the tank. So there you go. And again, if you have small fish, really small fish, you have a community fish tank, you can leave them in there for a little while until you start noticing them bothering the other fish or snapping at their fins. Then you take them out and then you incorporate them into the, back into the big tank. All right. Thank you very much. The full shot of the tank. Thank you very much, and God bless.